It is an art, choosing gladiators. They're usually prisoners of war.
I claim this city for the glory of Rome.
You have something in you. Rage. Never let it go. It will carry you to greatness. I own you now. But whose head could I give you to satisfy your fury?
The general will do. Rome has taken everything from me.
Hope you are liking our video. Support us by subscribing to our channel. Long before, thinking about the Roman Empire became shorthand for having a hyperfixation, Ridley Scott turned the actual Roman Empire into a mainstream obsession. In 2000, the director's sword-and-sandal blockbuster Gladiator muscled its way into becoming that year's second highest-grossing film, before winning the Academy Award for Best Picture and cementing its status as, I'm just guessing here, your dad's favorite movie of all time. Are you not entertained? Russell Crowe's Maximus goaded the crowd in a memorably rousing scene. We really were. Here was an almost absurdly simple tale of revenge that Scott, via visceral fight scenes, and real tigers, turned into a maximalist epic. For Gladiator II, now in theaters, Scott has somehow taken it a step further. The sequel has twice as many heroes to root for and twice as many emperors to root against, plus a wild card in the form of Denzel Washington's conniving arms dealer, Macrinus. In lieu of tigers, battles in the arena now involve a menagerie of baboons, sharks, and a rhino. Even the opening credits have been designed to excite the audience. Key scenes from the previous film are animated in a painterly sequence, which lands on a title card that stylizes the sequel's name as, gloriously, Gladiator. It's so grandiose, the audience at my screening started applauding before a single fight had begun.
But I will have my vengeance.
There is plenty of pain waiting for you in the next life. I don't know why you are so greedy for it in this one.
Your Majesties.
This is your gladiator.
It is. I have the trust of the emperors. It will clear my path to the throne. You will be my instrument.
I will never be your instrument. In this life or the next.
Lucius, take your father's strength. His name was Maximus, and I see him in you.
Most fighters won't survive.
You must help him.
Strength another! I don't fight for power. I fight to free Rome from men like them.
Your name will be forgotten!
To restore order, I must have power.
Everything is forgotten in time. Empires fall. So do emperors.
This is war! Real war! The odds are against you.
The odds are always against me.
Ready to round!
Hope you are liking our video. Support us by subscribing to our channel. Set 16 years after the events of Gladiator, the sequel follows Lucius, Paul Mescal, the son of Maximus, and Lucilla, Connie Nielsen, reprising her role. Lucilla secretly sent the young Lucius away to the kingdom of Numidia for his protection after Maximus's death. In the years since, a lot has happened, which we learn through overly ornate flashbacks and exposition. Lucius has come to resent his homeland and his mother, given their time apart. That resentment grows into rage after Roman forces, led by Lucilla's new husband, General Marcus Acacius, Pedro Pascal, conquer Numidia in an opening battle that leads to Lucius's wife's death. In Rome, meanwhile, a pair of snotty brothers named Geta, Joseph Quinn, and Caracalla, Fred Heckinger, have become co-emperors. Their reckless leadership has inspired a resistance led by Lucilla and Acacius, and turned the city into fertile ground for the rise of opportunistic power players such as Macrinus. The plot, packed with so many shadowy conspiracies and cunning characters, is far less straightforward than the one in Gladiator, to its detriment. But amid the bloat, Scott hones in on how the cycle of ambition and retribution can be hard to break. Bloodshed is the cause and effect of every twist in the story, the reason behind Rome's tumult and the apparent solution to its woes. Violence demands the spotlight, and Gladiator II draws tension from the fact that many of its characters can't escape their attraction to brutality. In Scott's hands, ancient Rome has never been more ruthless, or more exhilarating to watch. These energetic fight scenes are matched by a collection of flashy performances, with those playing the villains stealing the show. Mescal and Pascal embody their roles' gravitas and become almost feral when they're forced into the Colosseum. But Quinn and Heckinger have much more fun leaning into their characters' boyish petulance, echoing Joaquin Phoenix's work as the man-child emperor, Commodus, from Gladiator. Washington, however, runs away with the movie, armed with a Cheshire Cat grin, heaps of jewelry, and seemingly limitless glasses of wine. Macrinus toys with Rome like it's a massive chessboard full of pawns, and the actor embraces the script's numerous swerves. He imbues the character with an infectious glee in every scene, whether he's cheering on the men cutting one another down inside the arena or quietly attempting to manipulate Lucius into doing his bidding. For all the fun it's having, Gladiator II does require a working knowledge of its predecessor's story to understand the stakes, which also means it magnifies the original film's flaws. The characters are more thinly drawn, with shallow motivations in spite of the plot's contrivances. The dialogue is more stilted, packed with pat observations about the dream of Rome, in the face of an empire that repeatedly fails to learn its lesson. And the ending puts forth the vague notion that Rome's future relies on unifying its people, an earnest sentiment, maybe, but a rather dull conclusion to reach after 2 hours of savagery. Thank you, subscribe for daily updates.